HSN price is a great value that we bring to you every day. We work hard and have the buying power to make sure it's a value that you'll love. So go ahead, treat yourself with the confidence to buy now at the HSN price.
Well, hello everybody, good afternoon. My name is Helen Keeney, I'm your host. We're gonna be shopping together for the next 3 hours. And my first hour, we're gonna talk about you. We're gonna talk about what you've been eating, how you've been feeling, how you feel when you step on the scale, and what the solution is, and it's called Nutrisystem. This is an exclusive offer only for HSN customers from a company that has a proven track record in healthy, sustainable weight loss. And those are two big things. All of the food you see here, we can't wait to send to you. There's no high fructose corn syrup. There's no artificial sweeteners. All these things that I'm saying are not the case with other brands and things like that. No artificial flavors. You have no artificial sources for the food here. It's all real food that is shelf stable, and we've got real results. We're gonna show you before and after pictures. We've got amazing testimonials from folks that have lost weight that are gonna be calling in. Here's Christina, 30 pounds in 6 months. The way I look at it, 6 months is gonna go by anyway. Would you rather be the after or the before? 6 months, you say, oh, that's a long time. Well, it's gonna go by anyway. You might as well make a small change to have a big difference in your life like Laura did. 50 pounds in 19 months. Imagine how different you feel getting out of bed in the morning, you know, taking a walk with your husband, playing with your grandkids, or playing with your kids, or going to work, or how you fit in your clothes. Like when you have your annual doctor's checkup, and then he or she is like, wow, look at you. You know, what are your issues? 58 pounds in 6 months? They're the guys. They always do fantastic and lose weight so much quicker than women do. Try not to be mad. But I want to tell you a little bit about this system and what HSN is doing for you with this offer. First of all, you get the Fast 5. What is that? That is 5 pounds off the first week. Now, that's a lot of weight to lose. You're not gonna lose 5 pounds every single week, but it wants to get you kind of kick-started, get you motivated. When you see those numbers going down, you're like, I totally can do this. Everything you need, you shakes and bars, so all included in the Fast 5 for the first week. Then after that, 5 days of the week, you've got your food. Weekends, you're going to implement what you've learned during the week. See, the other thing I love about Nutrisystem is it's teaching you how to eat every single day with or without Nutrisystem. So you've got 5 days, and I don't want to say Monday through Friday because you could be like me where I often work on weekends. Like my weekends sometimes are Tuesday and Wednesday, so it's any 5 days a week. You've got all your food set up. And I'm talking about delicious food like pizza and lasagna and chicken pot pie and, you know, chicken Alfredo, delicious, you know, breakfasts, lunches, dinners. It's not like diet food. When you think about diet food, you think of something like that, it doesn't taste great. That's something like, oh, I can only eat like, you know, a steamed kale and then that's it. That's not really livable. And the Nutrisystem is all about weight loss in a healthy way that is completely sustainable. So let me tell you what our offer is. It is $199.95 for an entire month of weight loss, an entire month. I really recommend if you have more than 5 or 6 or 7, 8 pounds to lose, get auto ship. If you only have about 8 pounds to lose, then one shipment will be fine. You're gonna be good to go. But I really recommend you do auto ship and you get to keep the sale price. Because when you lose it, your first month, let's say you have 20 pounds to lose, and the first month you lose about 7, 8, 9 pounds, you're gonna be like, okay, I gotta do this for another month. You know, in 3 months, you know, 4 months, 5 months, I'm like done. I've got my like, and then I've learned how to eat. Here is the savings. We're $270, the bonus shake's $25. If sold separately, the retail is $322. Our HSN price is $241. We are doing a sale price on the HSN price. So this is really unprecedented at $199. And I'm even gonna tell you, suppose you lost weight on Nutrisystem years ago, This is a great, I would order this just so you have snacks in the house. You wanna have like a chocolate brownie, you wanna have a bar, dinner one day, you're super busy, you may reach for, oh gosh, I'm gonna get the car keys and go do the drive-through. No, you're not gonna, because you got this at home. I think this is great for those of you who are maintaining a weight loss. We're gonna ship it to you for free, but all you have to do is choose, you have 3 choices. Balanced is the traditional. It's the one you've known and loved, and balanced, I think, is what most people are gonna get. But if you're a vegetarian, I don't want you to think you're excluded. There is 100% a vegetarian option. So you can do vegetarian or balanced, and then the other choice is called Carb Conscious. And again, it's just got extra soups and shakes for those of you who really are like, okay, maybe I don't want to do pizza, the carb, like everybody reacts differently to different things. So there is a Carb Conscious balanced, which is what most people are gonna get. And then of course, vegetarian. My producer's updating me that the vegetarian is actually already getting limited. Fewer than 100 in the vegetarian and auto ship, because you guys have already been buying this on hsn.com. I have one more thing to say before I introduce our very, very special guest, is that we have started, as of Saturday, September 12th, our extended holiday return policy. I know, the holidays, Helen, you say, are way far away. Well, we're starting early because we know you guys are shopping early, and because this is part of our HSN product line, we are including this, because I said to my producer before the show, are you sure we're including Nutrisystem? Yes, we are. So you have until January 31st, 2021 for returns. If you want to return this, you have until January 31st, 2021. If it doesn't meet every single one of your expectations, send it back. Love it. So let me bring in our special guest. Of course, you're very familiar with her if you are a member of the home shopping community. She was a host on QVC for many, many years, represents Nutrisystem, and has an incredible personal story as well. So I'm gonna introduce Kathy Levin, who I'm sure you already know. Kathy, it's so exciting to have you on the show, and I'd love for you to start out by telling us, you always look perfect and amazing and beautiful on television. So have you, I know we've done shows before, and you've told me that you've had struggles, so I'd love for you to share that with someone who has not heard that story.
Well, first off, hi, Helen. It's so nice to see you again, always. Sorry I'm not there physically, but I'm there in spirit and in heart.
Okay.
Well, I was born a size 16 with a size 9 foot, and I have struggled every day of my life, and that is an example of what I looked like not that long ago, cresting almost 170 pounds and huffing and puffing up the hills with the middle and the big arms and the full face, and I was so unhappy. But I've done this struggle all my life. Name the program, name the diet, been there, done that. I have been on every program, although I will tell you, I loved the ice cream diet. Gained 3 pounds, but it was so delicious having butter pecan ice cream for breakfast. Gained like 3 pounds in 3 days, but I love the ice cream diet. But in truth, everyone who's in my shoes knows the story. We do it for a while, but it's like bark and twigs. We just can't sustain giving up the foods we know and love. I want creamy. I want bready, chewy. I want salty and chocolate and creamy. I want the good food, but I don't have discipline. I'm not able to keep it with one small taste. I have to eat the entire trough. So when you do Nutrisystem, all the food is planned out for you. You eat what you're given, and you just add your fruits and veggies. Most of us would eat a salad or some sliced tomatoes. Most of us might want some steamed broccoli or some string zucchini, something. But what we tend to do is we tend to get that whole pizza. We're going to give you a small portion and have you really pad it out with the veggies, etc. And what happens is the shift. Suddenly your system starts dropping the pounds instead of gaining them. And you know, it takes about a week to get on board. Excuse me, it takes about a week to get on board. So that Fast 5 is your first week of really tough discipline. We give you breakfast, lunch, dinner, and those really filling protein shakes. And you stick with that for the first week, and that scale just goes down, 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 down every day, and the motivation goes up, up, up. Then we move you into the regular program. You're going to get 5 days of breakfast, well, 15 days of breakfast out of the whole month because you've already had your week. Then you're going to get your lunches, your dinners, and in between, we're going to give you some snacks. Like you can have hard-boiled eggs. You can have carrots and hummus. You might want to do some, I happen to love a yogurt. I'm going to go through all kinds of snacks that you get. You are eating virtually every hour and a half to 2 hours. So if you have breakfast at 8, 10:30, you're going to have a snack. Then you might have lunch at 12, 12:30. Then you're going to get a snack in the afternoon. You're going to have dinner, and then you're going to get a dessert. Last night I had chocolate chip cookies. And let me ask you a question, Helen. Have you ever picked up 2 10-pound bags of potatoes, put them in your cart at the market? Think about what that looks like on our bodies. I had not 10, not 20, 27. 27. That's 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these. That's almost 6 bags of potatoes on my middle, on my behind, on my back. So if you're thinking, what's 5, 10 pounds? Not much. What's 20 pounds? Believe me, it's stress on the body. And how much better would we all feel if we got rid of a bag of potatoes and then another bag of potatoes? Life suddenly gets lighter, brighter, it gets good, and the best part is you will love the food. I love this food. Last night, Steve had, I forgot what Steve had because we don't eat the same. I don't eat meat, so I have the vegetarian plan. The garlic bread, it's a new garlic bread. You get what looks like a rectangular piece of pizza. They give you the cheese, and then there's this little packet of garlic and oil. It's infused with garlic. You put it in the microwave, and then you have this hot, delicious garlic bread like you would get when you went out to the Italian restaurant. Have that with a salad and some steamed veggies. Life is good. Now you're going to get fruit in the middle of the day. You want an orange, an apple? Have it. So think about your lifestyle. Do you have to run in the morning? Are you a get up and go person? You have to get to work. You're still going out. Maybe you're one of our fabulous healthcare workers, first responders. You have to go. Grab a bar. We give you these great bars, delicious taste, but you also can have a yogurt with some berries. We're not going to starve you. And I'll tell you what I like to do. I take my yogurt with blueberries, and then I chop up a bar. I actually chop it into pieces, and I dump it into the yogurt. So now I have this chewy, gooey, filling, yummy, rich breakfast. I'm full, but guess what? In an hour and a half, I can have my shake. And let me tell you something. These shakes are out of this world. What I do is I add a little bit more than the recipe tells you. I put a half a cup of water, blend it, and then add 5 ice cubes. Take a look at this. It's almost like a soft ice cream. And you get more than a whole glass. It is so rich and so chocolatey and so filling. So if you have your breakfast at 8 or 9, you have this shake at 10:30. Then at 12, 12:30, you have your lunch. You can pick so many things. My favorite is the Kung Pao noodles. I like spicy with noodles. So you put the little flavor packet in after you've heated it, let it sit for a few minutes, and now you have spicy Singapore noodles. Delicious. We have the tortilla soup. There's a black beans and rice. I also love the vegetarian chili. We have all kinds of things, and you know how you make them? Simple. You shake, take the top off, put water in, put it in the microwave, bring it out, stir it, and let it sit for a minute or two so you don't burn your lips off. And now you have a delicious filling lunch. And you know what? Sorry about my table here. Add a salad this big. You can have 5 vegetables a day. I mean, 4. You can have all the plain, simple vegetables you like. Radishes, cucumbers. And what I do is I take a bag and I chop up carrots, chop up celery, chop up a bag of lettuce, put them all in baggies, and then just dump. It takes me 1 minute to make a salad if I have to take it out the door with me. So we've taken away all the excuses, I guess you might say, for having to work hard to make it happen, having to cook too much, having to have counting. We've done all the hard work for you. All you have to do is eat, enjoy, and watch that scale go down, and it will go down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Kathy, by the way, you've never looked more beautifully. I love the blue, the necklace, your jewelry. You look amazing, and you got your hair cut. It's like, I miss you, but I'm like seeing you for the first time.
My husband said, "What's the matter with the side of your hair? It's standing out. Did you get your finger caught in a socket?" I said, "No, that's the look." He goes, "I ain't getting the look." So I banished him. I told him to go in the kitchen.
Kick him out. You look amazing.
Get out. Get out. What do you know?
Oh, man. Yeah, I love it when the husbands are the critics. Okay, so, but I tell you, you look amazing. And, you know, you're such an inspiration. And listen, Kathy and I know what's going on in the world. I've been reading article after article, social media, everybody's talking about like the quarantine 15, you know, where everybody's putting on, right? Exactly. Poundemic. Poundemic. I love it. Because
I said this earlier today. It's one of my favorite lines. I saw it on one of those little jokes somebody sends you.
Yeah.
I got a note from my refrigerator that we have not socially distanced correctly.
I know, it's true. I admit I am 100% guilty of that. About a month ago, I turned around and I said, what have I been doing? Why am I not staying on my plan and being healthy just because we're at home? I think a lot of us, we have to forgive ourselves because nobody saw what was happening in 2020. Nobody saw this coming. But what we have to do now is kind of damage control, because I will tell you, the number one thing we should be doing right now is making sure we are healthy. Our biggest defense against what's going on in the world right now is a healthy body. People who have healthy bodies are faring better in this terrible time we've been going through. So if nothing else in the world has taught myself and everybody out there to be healthy, it's what's going on right now. The offer that we're doing is really the lowest price we've ever done. The shipping and handling is free. You have 3 flex pay, 3 months to pay it off, no interest, no fee, $66.65 to get started. And I will show you, like, it is available other places, but if you purchase it separately, it's over $300 plus, because we can show it to you how, you know, just in, not you know, how the shakes usually aren't included, that they come separately, where $122 is just for the fast 5, $199.90 is the 15 days of food. If sold separately, $322. We're doing an HSN regular price of $241.95. That is a big sale against everyone else. However, today for this presentation, since Kathy is here live on Skype with us, we even took another $40 off of that. So it is, we've never done a better deal than this. The most popular choice is the balanced. There's Carb Conscious, balanced, which is the one you know and love. And then there is also vegetarian and auto ship. 80 left. 80 left in vegetarian auto ship. Balanced auto ship is very popular as well. Why not continue the way you're going? I will say, doing it a few months, even if you only need to lose like, you know, 8 pounds, 9 pounds. I recommend doing it for at least 2 months. But let's take a listen and hear people's experience with Nutrisystem.
I wanted to be a better example for my kids.
I wanted more energy. I wanted to feel better, stronger.
Yeah, and I would love for you to have this be the day that you pick up the phone or go to hsn.com and order this. We are doing something unprecedented, which is we've implemented our extended holiday returns, which means that you have till January 31st, 2021 for returns. If for whatever reason you decide this doesn't work for you, no problem. But let me show you who it does work for. Some of the before and afters. This is Kat. Kat, beautiful Kat, lost 45 pounds in just 4 months. Now, to me, that is very, you know, that is fantastic. I would not even expect to lose that much weight that quickly. She is, you know, just, you see the big smile on her face, how amazing she looks in her clothes. More importantly, how healthy. There's Ken, 65 pounds. Took him less than a year. Less than a year. You think about it, 52 weeks in a year. You lose 2 pounds a week, that's like 100 pounds a year. And these, you know, these folks are like, I don't even need to lose weight that quickly. Tracy wanted to lose 30 pounds. Only took her 8 months. And by the way, we're showing you people that have kept it off as well. You know, maintaining the weight loss is just as important as the weight loss. 38 pounds in 5 months for gorgeous Samantha. Look at her. I mean, she's a beautiful woman in the before and after, but you can just see how she feels about herself. And that really kind of colors everything you do from the minute you get up and step on the scale. So Kathy, I would love for you to tell all the folks at home, what are they gonna experience when they get this home? What's this gonna be like?
First of all, you're going to be overwhelmed at how much food you get. You're going to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is only 30 days of food. This looks like a 6-month pantry, because we're giving you breakfasts for every day except the 2 days a week off. So if you go 2, 8 days a month, you're on your own. So we're going to give you the rest of the food: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and those shakes. The shakes are critical. They will fill you up. And if you don't have access to a blender, you can just use ice cubes, water, and shake them in a shaker. They'll be okay, but they're much better in a blender, obviously. But Helen, the bottom line is the kind of food you're getting is the food we crave. My husband eats pancakes every Sunday. I'm not allowed to eat pancakes because A, I eat too many, and B, they just sit on my behind. There's something about me and pancakes. Well, guess what? They have added pancakes. I get pancakes now on Sunday. Oh, like, smell me. I'm so excited. So I get to join him for breakfast. I make mine. This is portion control. I can have some berries. I can have fruit. I am fine with it. And I have to tell you, you kept saying that there are people who have like 7, 8, 9 pounds. We have stress eaten. There's a lot more than 7, 8, 9. I play tennis with girls who told me they packed on 25. I have a roommate who just called from college, which is 140 years ago, and she said, I need help. I am so over the edge. Everyone has really overdone it. And we're all saying, I feel overwhelmed. I don't know how to do it. This is the one thing we can take control of. The one thing I can say, okay, I'm going to order this program. It's going to arrive, and I'm going to plan for it. You want to pig out the day before, go for it. I've done that. But when you start, you will have a journal, if I can find it, and you don't have to, I shouldn't say journal. It's not a journal. You'll have a tracker. All you have to do is check off when you've eaten it. You had your breakfast, you had your little power fuel, you had your shake, you had your water, you had your vegetables. It's easy, and at the end of the day, you're done. And let me tell you about Grape Desserts. We have the lemon cooler. It's a cookie that tastes like lemon. There's like a snickerdoodle cookie. We have chocolate chip cookies. I had those last night. If you're feeling more salty, honey mustard pretzels. All kinds of good stuff. Milk chocolate flavored pretzels, oatmeal raisin cookie, peanut butter cookie. You get good stuff. And Helen, let me just read down the list of some of the foods that are in the package for the vegetarian, because I'm a non-meat eater. I eat chicken and fish, and on my days off, I usually have some salmon, or I'll have some chicken, I'll have shrimp, I'll make little shish kebabs with vegetables. But on the 5 days a week, here's what you'll get: bean bolognese, pasta fagioli, thick crust pizza, vegetarian chili, and vegetable lasagna. And you can put your own mushrooms, onions, peppers, and things right on top. Add your veggies on it to make it a really hearty meal. Add your salad. But you're also going to get strudel bars and blueberry muffins and cinnamon bun bars, all kinds of breakfast items, lunch items. It is so tasty. It's so good. And this is the time. We are about 10 weeks out from the holiday. Think about it. If we pack 10 pounds on before the holiday and then put on another 10 at the holiday, we're in trouble. We're not healthy. We are really pulling some serious, you can have your cholesterol and everything go out of whack if you get too big. It's just so much smarter to take control now.
Right.
Get on the wagon and go for it. And by the holidays, you're there, or you're partially there. Don't look at the number. It doesn't matter what you have to lose. If you start losing, you're on your way.
You're on your way.
We really are there to help you every step of the way.
I agree, Kathy. And like maybe when you have 2 days off a week, maybe one day could be Thanksgiving of the 2 days you take off that week. One day could be Christmas. One day could be Halloween. Like, you pick which 2 days you take off, right?
Right. You can pick any 2 days. It might be Monday and Saturday. And you will find, for the most part, you don't go crazy.
Right.
You've done such great work that to go and sit down and have 8 pieces of pizza and 2 beers, and you may have 2 drinks a week, by the way. They don't suggest them together same day. But to go and sabotage is crazy. Most people say, once I'm on it, I'm in the flow. I'm doing great. I have it in moderation, but I'm in control. Control is the word. We give you control because we take all the guesswork out. Open the box, eat the food, lose the weight.
I love it. We have a caller standing by who successfully went through the program, and I'm very excited for you guys to meet Lisa, and we're gonna see some of her before and after pictures as well. So hello, Lisa. Welcome to the show. You're on live with Kathy and Helen.
Hey, how are y'all?
We're good. We can't wait to hear your story and to have you share it with everyone. I'm looking at your picture right now. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, there she is.
Yep, there she is.
Look at you.
Tell us your
Sassy
story,
girl.
Lisa.
Okay, well, it seemed like, when I hit my 30s, I started putting on pounds. And before I knew it, I was at an unhealthy weight. I never felt good about myself anymore. I didn't have any energy. Shopping wasn't any fun. And I carried that weight around for about 15 years. Mm-hmm. And during those years, I tried several ways to lose weight, like cutting back calories, skipping meals. I tried the diet foods off the shelves. None of that worked. They would leave me hungry. It just wasn't worth the struggle to give up my favorite foods. And so I turned to Nutrisystem, and I didn't have to do that. They had all my favorite foods. It was so easy to follow. And within 1 week, I lost 7 pounds, and then I lost 50 pounds within 8 months.
And how long ago was that, Lisa?
It's been 5 years, 5 years ago, and I have been able to maintain that weight loss and keep it off with what I've learned with Nutrisystem.
Yeah, that to me is the biggest deal, right, Kathy?
Oh my gosh, that's the real success story. And Lisa, how much fun is it to go clothing shopping nowadays versus 6 years ago?
Oh, I love it. I don't have to hide under the big clothes, and I'm a beach lover, so now I can just take the towel off on the beach. I don't hide behind all that anymore, so it's
That's
great.
Cute. You show it, girl.
I love it. Well, you look amazing, Lisa. How hard was it to get started? Wait, like when the Nutrisystem came in the mail, what was that first week like?
It wasn't bad. But I was shocked at first. I thought, well, wow, these portions are small is what I thought. But after I eat a meal, it filled me up. I was satisfied. I wasn't hungry. I was able to have healthy snacks in between the meals. And so I stayed full all day, and it didn't take long at all to get adjusted to it.
And tell us, what is the best thing you learned from doing Nutrisystem? Because you've kept the weight off for 5 years. Like, what have you taken with you?
Well, it's all about portion control and balancing. You need to have, some carbs and everything. You need to have what you want.
Right.
It's just portion control and balancing that out, which keeps the weight off.
Kathy,
You're absolutely right.
I was going to say, do you have something to say to Lisa before we say goodbye?
Well, it just sounds like you understand that if we take away all the stuff you love and you end up with, as my friend says, twigs and bark, it's impossible. So it wasn't really difficult or a challenge for you, and here you are 6 years later with this perfectly adorable little body, and you're living proof that it can be that bad.
Right.
And Lisa, I have one question. Apparently you're doing some hula hooping. Was that your exercise?
It is. I would spend about 30 minutes a day, rainy days and such. I would do hula hooping for about 20 minutes, and that helped the core.
I love it.
And I also did a lot of walking too.
And that's
I do about a 30-minute walk.
So you didn't go to a gym and hire a trainer and go running for 4 hours a day or any of that stuff?
No, I didn't do any strenuous exercise.
Okay. I love it. Well, Lisa, we really appreciate you, calling in and talking. And I know that this is very personal, and that, the courage to share that deeply personal story with everyone, because I know that it's when you're in that, it's hard to tell everybody, hey, I don't, you know, I've gained a lot of weight, I feel horrible about myself. And so but for you to go, you know, I'm gonna do something about it, now I feel amazing, and you've felt amazing for 5 years, I think it really gives all of us hope. So thank you so much for calling in and sharing your story.
You're welcome.
All right, you have a great day.
All right.
Bye, Lisa.
You too. Bye-bye.
You know, Kathy, when I talk to people like Lisa, and you and I have done several of these shows together, I always hear the ease in their voice of like, now it's like problem solved. It's not something that every day makes them sad. And you and I both know what it's like to have that make us sad every day.
And I know what it's like to face the mountain, where you wake up and you say, I can't believe I've done this to myself again. Because most of us have had some success somewhere along the line on a diet, and we've lost pounds and we've looked good, and then we couldn't hold it, and we're back where we started. And to me, that's the most failure thing, and it makes you feel awful. And the idea of here I go again, and I find myself when I have to start one of these hills, I'm so angry with myself that I can't believe I did it. We make it a happy experience. This box is exciting. This is the box of change. This is the item that's going to allow you to eat what you love, teach you how to eat it correctly, and help you get down in a way that you can transition into what we call normal life and look good, feel good, and be your best for a long time. I mean, Marie Osmond must have been on that program, 10 years ago, and she's still perfect. It is a program that you love enough to keep the food in the pantry and just enjoy it. We had a caller this morning, Joey, who said, I just keep the stuff because when I'm on the fly, I grab a bar. I grab the popcorn. Because if left to our own devices, most of us will go to the big box store, buy the 10-pounder, and we'll eat it. So we give you what you love, we just give it to you in the right portion. And I encourage you, try the auto ship, because if you go for 30 days and you have a win, you're gonna wanna continue, and you're gonna continue by getting extra shakes at the lower price.
Right.
And it makes sense. If you wanna cancel, you can cancel. And by the way, those of you who are tech savvy and you love apps, there is an app from Nutrisystem that's N-U-M-I, New Me. And when you go on the New Me app, you can get a $25 coupon, good for any kind of food. So if you want to try the frozen bars, we'll send them to you, the ice cream bars that Marie so loves. So if you want to go to New Me, it helps you just keep track rather than going to your daily tracker and checking things off. You just touch it with your finger and it does the tracking for you. It's your choice. I like both, but I'm kind of just the book kind of girl, because I can do it without my phone. But the food is great. The product works, and they've been in business over 40 years. You don't stay in business as the #1 best-selling home delivery program if you're not good. The food is constantly improving. These nutritionists know what they're doing. They know that they have the proper balance of protein, carbs, vitamins, and you name it, that goes in there so that you are getting what you need to fuel you and not fatten you up. It is amazing that it works. I'm shocked. I'm shocked when I see pizza and mac and cheese. I just made some mac and cheese, and it is so thick and so rich and so yummy. I would never dare to eat this, but I can eat it with a salad and have a piece of fruit, and in 2 hours, I'm gonna have a snack. I can have hummus and carrot sticks. We never let you go hungry. We keep that blood sugar even so that you are always full, satiated, and happy. And happy's the name of the game.
And I wanted to, you mentioned the vouchers. So on the first two, if you get the auto ship, on the first 2 shipments, you get the $25 voucher, as Kathy mentioned, to go on the app and get $25 worth of food, snacks, whatever you want to get, whatever you want. So that's what the first 2. I want to go over the offer. I want to welcome everyone into the show. We're halfway done with our show. If you're just tuning in, this is an exclusive offer from HSN. You are getting doing the Fast 5. So what that does is it starts you off with a win. It starts you off to lose up to 5 pounds on your very first week. This is an exclusive offer to include this. So as Kathy was saying, that you're already like, wow, okay, I 5 pounds the first week. I know our caller was saying she lost 7 pounds the first week. That, you know, you're gonna feel like, I can do this. Like, you feel motivated, you're on a scale, you're watching those numbers go down. And then you move into the rest of the month where you get 2 days off a week. That's whichever 2 days you want, where you implement what you've learned by eating in the Nutrisystem way. You're getting breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks. And when we talk about the meals, they're not like, oh, okay, it's steamed kale or something. They're real, like chicken pot pie and thick crust pizza and mac and cheese with turkey sausage, you know, proteins, and very balanced. So the balanced choice has been the most popular. If you're a vegetarian like Kathy, we do have vegetarian choices. The vegetarian auto ship is getting very, very limited. How many do we have left in the vegetarian auto ship, Rob? Fewer than 80 in the vegetarian auto ship. And then we also have a carb conscious version, which just has more soups and shakes. So balanced, I think, is what most people are ordering. It's what you know, kind of they eat the most. And I agree with Kathy. Like, if you take out, like, okay, I'm gonna go on a diet. I'm gonna eliminate 3 of my favorite things to eat in the world. Okay, now the diet's over. What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna like belly up to the bar and like just eat those. I've done those diets. Yeah, they work for about a week or two until that's all you dream about is those food that you eliminated. It's not really sustainable, and then you tend to gain the weight back, and then some. It's a big deal also how healthy the food is, because there's no high fructose corn syrup. There's no artificial flavors. This is real food that is shelf stable. So even in these crazy times, you want to buy a system where you always have food. You're always going to have food in the house. Maybe right about now, we don't want to go to the grocery store anyway. Kathy and I have been doing these shows for a while. I can't think of a better time in history to start a diet where we send all the food to your house than right now. I want to show you the pricing, because that's the big deal why you should buy it here at HSN today, is obviously you're going to save so much. First of all, let's start with the free shipping and handling. I love it when we have free shipping and handling. We're going to ship it to your house for free. The all-new Fast 5 week is $122.40 included in the HSN exclusive offer. The Nutrisystem 15 days of food is usually around $200, $199.60. That's included. If we sold it separately in the retail, it's $322. And our regular HSN, we always do like a lower price, $241.95. That's our regular price. You're also going to receive a $25 voucher when you use it with the app, the New Me app that Kathy was just telling you about. You get that with your first order, and if you order auto ship, you get it with your first auto ship order as well. Here's, so today what we're doing is not $241.95, but $199.98. $199.98. So imagine if you went to the grocery store and they said, you know, today you can buy $240 worth of groceries and we'll take $40 off. It's like food on sale. Right about now, you know what we're seeing? We go to the grocery store, empty shelves, meat shortages. Yeah, you know, there's so many reasons to get this. I'm super excited. And by the way, you mentioned Marie Osmond. We do have a few words from Marie Osmond that we would love to share with everyone. So take a listen and hear what Marie has to say about her experience.
Today could be the day that changes everything for you. The day you decide to take control and empower yourself to get healthy and finally take care of you.
All right, she looks amazing, and we have her before and after. 50 pounds in 5 months. And you know, to this day, she's kept the weight off. She's 5'5", we're the same height. Look at how amazing she looks. So it's so inspirational, but we have another inspirational voice to jump into the show. We have Morgan, who's on the phone, and Morgan did the entire plan, lost the weight she wanted to, has maintained it. So we're gonna welcome Morgan into the show. Hi, Morgan, you're on Live with Helen, and of course, Kathy is here as well.
Hey, Morgan.
Hi, Kathy.
Morgan, we would love to hear your story.
Yeah, so I served on active duty in the Army for almost 6 years, and I had transitioned out to start a family. Pre-pregnancy, I was a fit 145 pounds, but during my pregnancy, I kind of just lost myself. I gained 80 pounds during my first pregnancy, And then when my son was only 7 months old, I got pregnant with my daughter. And so by the time she was born, the scale was up to 255 pounds. Talking about height, I'm also 5'5". So that was a lot of extra weight for my body to carry. So after she was born, I knew that I just needed to do something different. And I called Nutrisystem, and I lost a total of 128 pounds.
That's, and how long ago was this that you lost the weight?
So I started my journey with Nutrisystem back in November 2013, and I lost the initial 100 pounds and then kind of maintained for a bit and then lost the remaining weight in November 2017, so it's been 3 years.
Wow.
Kathy.
Why did this work for you, Morgan? Why not something else? What was it about this that worked? Because you had a lot of weight to lose.
Yeah, I did. You know, and it seemed very overwhelming when you have to start at that point. For me, I had tried a million other things. I knew that I needed something, you know, having served in the military, I was used to structure and discipline. And for me, Nutrisystem provided that structure. You know, I had a 7-month-old at home and a newborn, and I needed something that would fit into my everyday life. I didn't have time to count calories, whether it was grabbing a bar on the go or muffins. It was something that so easily fit into my lifestyle and taught me just a new way to look at food and maintain a healthy lifestyle.
It's really extraordinary.
And I'll bet that has translated to your children in their healthier eating habits, but your ability to play with them and be there for them rather than on the sofa because it's just too hard to get up.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the things. I just found myself with my son, you know, with all the extra weight when he was a newborn. I didn't want to be in pictures. I was deleting all those photos with the newborn, and I knew that I wanted something different with my daughter. I knew that, like, when they asked me to go to the pool, I wanted to be confident in putting a swimsuit on and not hiding in sweatpants and a t-shirt, and I'm so glad I did. I've been rocking a bikini during the summers with my 2 kids, and I can tell that they're proud of me, not only for how I look on the outside, but just how happy I am and the transformation it's made.
Gosh, Morgan, I'm just like, I have so many questions. I don't even know where to begin. How hard was this when you first started?
It seemed very overwhelming, but to be honest, Nutrisystem made it very easy. And for me, I just broke it down into small chunks. You know, I didn't gain 128 pounds overnight, and I knew it wasn't going to come off overnight, but they provide so many tools and resources, you know, from the New Me app that you guys have spoken about to the communities that are out there, that I knew I wasn't alone, and that's the biggest part of it, and just celebrating those small wins.
Wow.
Morgan, did you ever reach out to the nutrition counselors? Did you ever have a question where you called them?
Yeah, I did. You know, whether it was if I had reached a plateau or I was trying to change things and how I was doing it, or questions about, you know, as I was adding in the power fuels and smart carbs, very much so. It was a great resource to reach out to.
Amazing.
People don't realize. Yep, they're there for you when you need them. We have people who call from restaurants and say, I'm at a Thai restaurant and I don't know what to order, and the counselor will talk them through the menu.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Morgan, I just, tell me how the food tastes. Let's talk about that.
It is so good. You know, I am a chocolate and carb person, you know, and so we would have movie nights with the kids, and I didn't feel like I had to miss out on pizza. In fact, my kids would often try to eat my pizza for Nutrisystem, and it taught me portion control, but I could have those carbs. I could have, you know, a chocolate muffin in the morning, a chocolate bar in the afternoon, and so I was still getting that mac and cheese and those foods that I loved, just in a healthier format. So that's why it was easy to stay with, and I keep the food stocked in my pantry to this day just because it's so good.
And did you do some sort of exercising that goes along with this?
You know, I did early on. I could barely just walk and catch my breath with the kids. So as the weight came off, I definitely felt more balanced. I would walk outside, play with my kids more. And then I've chased new fitness goals from having lost the weight, but definitely was not needed to lose the weight during the program.
That's amazing. Kathy, this is just, I can't even, like, I'm looking at your before and after, and it's just the pose that you're doing in the after. It's like you just want to fight. By the way, thank you for your service to our country. That is the most important thing. And we really appreciate you taking the time to share your story. It's really extraordinary.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Kathy.
You know, she brings up a good point, Helen. People are under the impression that you have to go to the gym 5 days a week. You have to work out 2 hours a day. We're asking you to do 30 minutes a day, and you can break it up to 10-minute walk. I park at the supermarket where you put the carts, you know, I call it the dog house for carts, and I walk the 100 steps to the market. I go all around the aisles for no other reason than to do the walking. I wear a fitness tracker. I see what I'm doing. And then I walk all the way back out to the car, and that was my 10 minutes. And then later on in the day, if I have to go to the drugstore, the dry cleaner, a doctor's appointment, park a little farther, maybe take the flight of steps. Do a little something. Nobody is asking you to run a marathon because the calories are what count. The burning is what counts. It's a matter of what you eat, what you put into your body. And if you want to work out like a maniac, that's great, but most people don't. And it does help for muscle tone, but it's not critical. It's the food. It's the program we offer that does it. So don't think that you have to work out like a maniac to lose the weight. You will lose the weight and you will love the food. I know you will. It's very different than even 10 years ago. I remember being on it one time and saying, I am not able to eat this food. I don't like it. And then all of a sudden, this new formulation comes out and these new recipes, all kinds of cool things. And, you know, Helen, every day is a party. Somebody has a birthday. Someone has a baby shower, even if it's virtual. They have cake virtually. Even if it's somebody retiring, there's a bowling banquet. There's something. We all have reasons to eat all the time. Well, you can have cake. This is a cake. It bakes in a cup. I added about 5 tablespoons of water, mixed it up, put it in the microwave for 45 seconds, and this is a confetti cake. And the reason there's a candle is because today is my birthday.
I didn't know that.
It is. This is my birthday, and I get to eat cake. So everybody gets to celebrate, even on Nutrisystem. And by the way, I just have to show you. Let me get up.
Happy birthday, Kathy. I didn't even know it was your birthday.
It is. I just want to thank my Nutrisystem family for my beautiful, beautiful roses. They just arrived, and they are so pretty. And I said I couldn't think of a nicer thing to get on my birthday other than a pair of pajamas from my husband, which was nice.
I'm glad you got up and walked around because we can all see how amazing your figure is, and you know because we had looked at some of your before and afters, and you know, it wasn't like it was how you felt. It was how you felt.
I was big.
You know,
I was big, trust me. And you know, I'm getting shorter. A lot of us, I'm laughing. It's not funny. I used to be 5'7". I'm 5'5". I've shrunk. So if you weigh 150 at 5'7", you can fake it. But if you're down to 5'5", you're starting to look a little bit like a dumpling, a little apple dumpling. So I noticed that I need to be a little bit lighter to try to maintain a decent figure. It's just personal. Call it ego, vanity. I just want to look as good as I can look as I get older. And I find that when I'm in better shape, not only do I have more energy and I'm more, shall we say, optimistic, but I feel better. I move better. You know, you go to the doctor and they say, boy, your weight is exactly the same as last year. You are looking good and your numbers are great. That's music to my ears rather than you're 10 pounds heavier than last year, your cholesterol's up, your sugar's borderline. It's not healthy to carry a lot of weight. And we all know it. Nobody needs to drill it into us. But it's hard to start unless you go the easy route, which is make the call, get the package delivered, plan for your day. Say, I'm going to have tomorrow, I'm going to start after you do your fast 5 for that first week and you follow the breakfast, lunch, dinner, shake. Then you get to add fruits and vegetables. So say to yourself, okay, tomorrow I'm going to grab a bar in the morning and then afterwards I'm going to go have my shake. And then you want to go have an iced coffee with some skim milk in it, go have an iced coffee. But then maybe you want to grab a hard-boiled egg if you need a little snack. Then lunch, you can do your mac and cheese with a salad. Afternoon, maybe you want to have a couple cheese sticks. You can do the little, individual cheese sticks. And then dinner, you have your lasagna and some broccoli, whatever you love, whatever vegetable. And then sit down and watch TV and you have your cookies, your lemon your lemon cookie, your chocolate mug cake, you know, your birthday cake. There's so much food. It's easy. We make it easy and the numbers roll down. It's the one time in your life when you will say, I find it unbelievable that I can eat this much, this well, pay no attention to having to count anything, and lose weight and feel good. And I encourage people, do it now, because we are coming into the end of the year when things get tougher and people start to really hunker down with colder weather, and we start to graze more, and it becomes dangerous. Take a look at May. She looks like half the person.
Yeah, you're right. And you're right about this time of year, Kathy. It's like, oh, the holidays are coming. You know, we start eating. It's like an automatic, you know, kind of noshing. There's John, 85 pounds in 18 months. We actually have a customer calling in, and we're going to listen to Isabel, who's calling in from Florida to hear about her experience with Nutrisystem. Hi, Isabel. You're on live with Kathy and Helen.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Isabel Randall, and I wanted to comment. This was several years ago. I weighed 188 maybe, and I went on the Nutrisystem, and I ended up going down to just a little under 140. I was thinking I lost 40 pounds, but I lost a little more than that in about 3 months. And the food was delicious. I loved it. And that's all I can say about it. It was just wonderful for me to... And the people I worked with, they said, Izzy, are you going to continue to lose weight? So I think I went down to 136.
Have you kept the weight off, Isabel?
Right after I lost the weight, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and the chemo and the treatment, I gained a little bit back. And right now, I'm probably around 150.
Well,
but
I hope you're doing okay. I'm obviously,
yeah.
Are you doing okay now?
Yes, I'm cancer-free.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And it's been a few years.
That's wonderful.
So,
Kathy, do you want to say something, Isabel?
It's very good. I liked it all. My favorite was the potato soup. I don't know if they still have that. Or the mashed potatoes or something.
We have something called a loaded potato now, so it's a little different. But anything that's rich and creamy and yummy and warm, and do you live in a cold climate? Do you get winter, or are you a Florida person?
I'm a Florida person, but I'm in Pennsylvania currently because I lost my husband, and I'm sort of grieving.
Oh, my goodness, you've had a terrible year.
I just lost him recently.
Oh, that's terrible.
No,
listen,
I'm a Florida girl.
All right, well, you stay positive, and I'm very sorry for you. You sound like a lovely lady who's had a tough time. Hang in there, okay?
Isabel, thank you so much for calling, and thank you for being a part of our show and sharing your personal story of challenges and weight loss and everything. So we appreciate you calling in. And I just want to kind of close with Kathy. We've only got 4 minutes left in the show. 4 minutes left in the show, and the price is really amazing. I'm sure that everybody has heard of Nutrisystem. Kathy mentioned that it is the #1 home delivery weight loss program for decades. So there's a reason for that. It works. So if you would like to give it a try, remember we're doing our extended holiday returns. We just started that. That means instead of the usual 30 days for returns, you have until January 31st, 2021. If for any reason you don't love it, I personally really hope you get the auto ship, because no matter what, even if you lose everything you want to lose in the first 4 weeks, it's going to be great to have that backup of at least another month of the entire box. I've knocked this over like 4 times. I'm very like all hands, Kathy. I'm very like hands, talking with hands is what I am. But I want to turn it over to you to have some sort of closing words in the last couple minutes.
Well, you know, Elizabeth brought up a point that actually kind of rings true for a lot of people. We can't control illness. We can't control loss. Terrible things happen. And sometimes the only thing we can control is what we eat. So if you are under stress, if you are struggling, if you have a loved one who's not well, people are having tough times. The one thing you can do is feed your body well. Take care of yourself first. And if we are about 10 weeks out from the holidays, think about where you'd like to be physically in 10 weeks. If you could lose, let's say, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, depending on how much you have to lose, that's how fast you lose it. Wouldn't it be nice to see the scale going in the best direction, the healthiest direction, to start on a more optimistic note in 2021? The food is great. It comes to you right away. You have guidance from the nutritionists as needed. You have everything at your disposal for a win. And you said it earlier, Helen, and there's no better way to say it. The time's going to go by either way. You have the option of utilizing the time well, or just ignoring it and being even more behind the 8 ball in 10 or 12 weeks.
Right.
So if you're saying, I know I need to get started, when the box arrives, there's a psychology to it. You see it, you open it, you take a look at it, you read it, and then you say, okay, this is it. I'm going to have my last pig out tonight, and I'm going to go to the market, and I'm going to start. And you do it, and you will see the results. And I'm very proud of those of you who have called in. I know you will do well, and all I can say is onward. It's going to be better from here on in once we take charge.
I love that, Kathy. And of course, you are a shining example of a success story. Happy birthday. I would sing to you, but then I wouldn't want to ruin your birthday because I have the worst voice in the world. I really, but big, huge love and happy birthday from all of us at HSN. We're so lucky to have you as part of the HSN family and sharing your personal experience and your wonderful talent for communication, which is really, you know, how you share your feelings.
When it comes to big mouth, that I was born with automatically, and I never lost that. I will be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, also on in the afternoon at 3, and then on in the evening at 8 o'clock. So if you're not sick of me yet, I'll try and work on you tomorrow at 9 a.m.
All right, but the only show today, right, Kathy?
Yes, I'm finished. I'm going out for a walk. It's a gorgeous day here in Pennsylvania.
Aw, wonderful. All right, well, happy birthday. I hope your husband spoils you. I know he already got you pajamas, but maybe.
I told him to spoil me. Well, I'm having the lasagna tonight. He's going to make a steak on the grill. He's on his own.
He's on his own. Who cares? It's your birthday. All right, I've got some updates for you. If you want the vegetarian auto ship, I have how many left? 5 dozen left. The Balance has been the most popular. That's the original. Auto ship has been very, very popular too. If you order now, we're gonna get in on it. You can see over 700 plus have been ordered. $66.65 and free shipping and handling gets you started. If you're saying, I wanna walk, it's too hot outside, it's too cold, it's gonna snow, it's gonna rain, we've got an amazing offer on a treadmill that I'll show you really quickly. From FitQuest. So all you do is walk. We all know how to do that. The cross-country Slimline treadmill. What I like about this one is it closes up, and you could even just slide this one under a bed, or I mean, it's really, if you say you don't have room for it, you do. 714-316. This is exclusive to us here at HSN. It's been so popular, we only have 150 units left. We can only ship 150 units. So is this on VIP financing, Rob, if you have an HSN card? Okay, so I'm pretty sure if you have an HSN card, is it there? I think I see it, yep. So if you have an HSN card, you get an entire year to pay it off with no interest and no fees. Otherwise, you have 3 months to pay it off. So I just wanted to mention HSN card holders. So Miss Rhonda Shear is gonna be joining me for the next hour with beautiful, sexy underthings that feel so comfy. So stay tuned.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be shy about it. I like to eat. I'm a real foodie. And I'm telling you, we've got some tasty foods, and they've all been curated just for you. Grab a seat and join us. Good Eating with me today at 5 p.m.
What really separates a house from a home? A home should provide comfort, coziness, and convenience. Join me on Monday nights where I'll be giving you great ideas for your home, your kitchen, and your life.
We understand every woman's skin is unique. We offer real beauty solutions for individual needs of real women, empowering women to achieve healthy, radiant-looking skin, backed by over 30 years' experience, made from important ingredients combined with advanced science for affordable skincare that truly works. Change the story of your skin and your life forever. Genuine beauty begins with skin.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Helen Keeney. I'm glad you're shopping with me today. So now that you've getting ready for Nutrisystem,